Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy. It's 7:21 in the morning over here, and I'm back again with another impromptu live chat reaction, whatever I don't know what the fuck to call this anymore. But yeah, I just woke up and I saw some news talking about how J.J. Abrams and Paramount are teaming up to remake Your Name, the mega anime blockbuster directed by Makoto Shinkai. And the moment I heard that, I'm like, okay, I gotta look into this and I gotta talk about it. There's no way I can't talk about this. So from what I've read, it's like I said, Paramount and J.J. Abrams, they're teaming up to adapt to Your Name, which is one of the biggest hits of all time in Japan. It's the highest grossing anime film, beating out the likes of Spirited Away. Something that, while I'm okay with, I'm a little disheartened because I still think that Hayao Miyazaki film should be the highest grossing anime film, but that's a personal bias. I'm okay with something surpassing Hayao Miyazaki, especially if it's a good film like Your Name. So it's not like it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It's not like it's a terrible film, but I still would have loved that, you know, Hayao Miyazaki retained that goal. Like he still retains the honor of having the highest grossing anime. And you know what? That's neither here nor there. So the teaming up, they got Eric Hezerer. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I apologize if it's not. Again, I'm terrible with pronunciations. But they got him, who's been nominated for writing the screenplay for Arrival, another great film, and it's a sci-fi film too, to write the screenplay for this adaptation. And they even are bringing one of the original producers of Your Name to produce the film, Genki Kawamura. So, okay. On paper, this looks like it could work. And I'm not going to knock it. It might actually work. But I don't know how to feel about this, guys. I really don't. On the one hand, I trust J.J. Abrams. He's been doing a exemplary job in the sci-fi world. You know, he brought back Star Trek, helped to bring back Star Wars, and is coming back to direct the ninth not the ninth Star Wars film, but Episode 9. You know, I trust, like, if he's producing it, I can trust him. And the fact that they're hiring an Oscar-nominated writer is also a good sign as well. But just because you hire, by the way, if you just because you hire an Oscar-nominated writer does not mean that they're always going to shoot out Oscar caliber work. I mean, keep in mind, freaking Akiva Goldsman has won an Oscar. That's not a joke. He's won an Oscar. He won it for what was that one Russell Crowe movie? A Beautiful Mind. He won an Oscar for that. But before he made that film, he made films like Batman and Robin, Batman Forever, Practical Magic, you know, these terrible movies. And then afterwards, he went on to make even more terrible movies with some few hits here and there. But yeah, so on paper, again, it looks like a good idea. But there are some glaring issues you notice right away. First off, the biggest problem I have is that the film is going to be produced and distributed by Paramount Pictures. Why am I making such a big deal about it being produced by Paramount Pictures? Because they're the same motherfuckers that produced this year's Ghost in the Shell. And we all know how that shit turned out. And we all know how I felt about it. I got enough flack for my opinions on Ghost in the Shell. People think I was being too mean. I don't think I was being too mean. I think I was being reasonably honest. And that's all I can really be. At the end of the day, I just have to be reasonably honest. And honestly, it was shit. And it was insulting. Another thing I have a problem with is that they put a lot of emphasis on it being a sci-fi film. Your Name, while having sci-fi elements, at its core is not a sci-fi film. If you've watched Your Name is a love story with sci-fi elements in it. The story doesn't center around the meteor or the fact that these two switch bodies. The fact of the matter is that these two switch bodies and form a connection with each other that makes them yearn to see the other. So hopefully the screenwriter Eric Hesler, God damn it, I can't say his name. I apologize, man. You're probably not gonna watch this anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. But I hope that he realizes this, that the movie is not inherently a sci-fi with a love story. It's a love story with sci-fi elements. That's what it's all about. Also, it kind of sucks that I'm not gonna be able to hear Musubi in the script anymore. Oh, that would have been so great. And then I could bring back Musubi. The balance of Musubi has been changed. So yeah, I'm weary about this, guys. I still don't know how to feel about it. It's just in early talks. Nothing's been cemented yet besides the fact that they hired a writer and J.J. Abrams is producing. What would I recommend they do? Here's what I would recommend. One Asian lead and a white lead. I say that because if you at least give us a chance to see an Asian lead in this film, you're already going to get a lot of support from the anime community. And I think that's a fair, what's the word I'm thinking of? Where you come on the same level. I think compromise. I think that's a fair compromise. You know, you get one white person and we get one Asian person, you know. And, you know, considering how diverse America is, I don't think that's a bad idea. I mean, let's be honest. This is not going to take place in Japan. It's going to take place probably here in America. So I'm actually quite curious to see how much they're going to change the story. Is the meteor still going to crash and kill everybody? Are they going to... I hope they don't give it away at the beginning of the film. Well, no, the writer was really good at keeping the secret or the big twist of Arrival well kept. So maybe I think he'll do a great job at the meteor thing as well. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, I think if they ever watch this or if they ever want to listen to anybody, hire a white lead. Hell, hire a white female lead and an Asian male lead. This works to your advantage because one, you'll give the anime community a chance to see an Asian lead in in a remake of an anime film, which is awesome. And two, it helps to, like, you yourself, JJ, was called out for not having any Asian cast members in Star Wars. So hopefully you're smart enough to know to put some Asians in this film. So just saying. And it would also help to play up the whole diversity angle and not have it be, oh, well, diversity means black people, right? No, no, no. Diversity applies to multiple races. That was my problem with the Emmys a week and a half ago, is that they were like, "Ooh, look, we have the most diverse cast of nominees." I'm like, you have a bunch of black people, one Muslim, one lesbian. That's not diversity. Where's your Asians? Where's your Native Americans? Where's your Hindus? Where's your Europeans? You know, where's your Russians? That's diversity, brah. And don't pat yourself on the back for being diverse. You're not. You're catering. That's what you are. You're just catering. So yeah, hire an Asian lead and a white lead. I don't mind it taking place in America, but I think it'd be a great idea and be a huge twist if you make it take place in the heartland of America, the Midwest. Because it's so easy to put them in the West Coast or the East Coast. But what if we reached out to the Midwest audience? You know, they have been alienated in Hollywood for a very long time as well. And it would give them a chance to stand out. So make it take place in the Midwest. Yeah, that's really all I have for them right now. Cast an Asian and white lead. Hell, if you don't want to do that, cast an Asian and Hispanic lead. I think that'd be interesting. I've never seen a love story between an Asian and a Hispanic before. So let's go for that. What else? That's it, I think. So, okay, let's talk. I did this live chat specifically so I can actually gauge what you guys think about this idea and we can have a discussion. I like this. I like doing this better than just making a video, because as much as I make the video and it'll probably do well, I have no doubt about it, I don't get to engage with you on a personal level and actually answer your questions in real time. So for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to answer your questions or hear you guys out about what do you think about the Your Name live action remake. Do you think it's a good idea, or do you think it's an impending train wreck? Please let me know in the comments. Hawaii would actually be a good fit for the themes of the movie. Actually, you know what, Lizard Lord? That is a great idea. Hawaii would be a great location for this movie, since it is kind of like a collection of islands, like Japan is a collection of islands, and you already have a good Asian population in Hawaii. So, and you can even cast a Hawaiian to be the female lead, probably. That's a great idea. That's a great idea, Lizard Lord. That's a great idea. Okay, Mark Gasto. Bad idea. It has not even been a year yet, and we're getting a live action remake. God, Hollywood has nothing left. Mark, if it surprises you that Hollywood is remaking something so soon, where have you been, bro? They've been doing this for years. When the Raid films were doing so well, they immediately greenlit a Hollywood remake, and they brought in Joe Carnahan to do it with Chris Helming as the star of the film. I don't know what happened to that, by the way. Did they ever follow through in making that, or did they just say, nah, we're not going to do it anymore? Let's see. My Hero Academia is finishing tomorrow. Don't worry, Tyrannic Meteor. I'm well aware, and maybe you might hear what I have to think about that show. Wink, wink, wink. It's Ed to me. Okay, will you do a gamer's review when it's done airing? Gamers review? Oh, you mean the anime gamer? Sorry, it's when you say gamers review, I think of, oh, you want me to review a video game? Maybe, if I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I'll definitely give it a watch. Instead of anime and or franchise live action remakes, why not fix Super Mario Bros? I have an idea for Luigi. I don't think that no one wants to touch that with a 10-foot pole. If I cannot pronounce. It's the girl from Moana. He's like, if the girl from Moana is in the remake, then I would watch it on opening night. I would do the same thing. And you know what? Cast her in the lead role for Your Name. In fact, I will make a separate video. I'll write a separate video explaining why she would be a perfect fit. And I will incorporate what Lizard Lord 4000 said about making it take place on an island. I'll make a separate video about that. Anyway, it's a bad idea and I hate it, but I'm optimistic for some reason. Hey, I don't blame you, man. We got to be optimistic in this day and age. That's all we really can be. I want to say it's a bad idea, but I'm so torn because I feel like they have the makings of a good film. They have the right people to bring it. I mean, you have a bunch of people who have worked on sci-fi. The only problem is none of them have ever done a good romance. And again, Your Name is not just a sci-fi with romantic elements. It's a love story at its heart with some sci-fi elements. And as long as they understand that, we'll be okay. Also add some musubi in that. Let's see. What do you think about the Pokemon movie based on the series made by Disney? I didn't even know about that. Well, so let's stay on topic, though. We're talking about the Your Name live action remake, guys. Stay on topic. Let's see. Every remake is a bad idea in my book. Well, you have a few gems here and there. Like, did you know The Departed was a remake? The Martin Scorsese film that won him Best Director and got him Best Picture for the first time? That was a great film. But did you know that it was a remake of a film called Internal Affairs from China? That's an example of a film, a remake that was really good. And I'm sure I could pull up other examples of remakes in the past that were really good. The Magnificent Seven, not the one that came out last year, but the one that came out back in the 50s and 60s, the Western remake. of the highly acclaimed Akira Kurosawa film Seven Samurai. That was a great film too, and it captured the spirit of Seven Samurai better than the remake of the remake, which totally missed the mark and missed the point. I'm as torn as you are for the Doctor Doom film. The director is good, but the studio is similar to Your Name, at least to me. I feel you. How is Horror Month anime list coming? Oh, I got all my anime. I have to read you guys what I plan to watch for Horror Month. I'm watching Kemono Zume Lily Cat, Pet Shop of Horror, Kage wa ni, Sekai no Yami Zukan, Princess Resurrection, probably Mononoke, and probably Umi Neko When They Cry. A couple of these are relatively short, so that's why I'm probably going to watch more than one of these in there. So let's see. Tony, did you hear about Sword Art Online getting a Hollywood live-action TV series? If so, did you hear the latest news regarding the project? No, I didn't. And that, I don't think that's going to work. That would require a very high budget. It's like a Ghost in the Shell waiting to happen. I think the reason that Your Name can work so well is that you can make this film on a relatively low budget. You don't have to make it this big Hollywood blockbuster, because that's not what it is. It's a simplistic movie at the end of the day with some high concept elements like switching bodies, time traveling, stuff like that. That's the only big thing about Your Name. Other than that, it's just a love story about two people that switch bodies, and through this experience, they kind of bond with each other and yearn to see the other. Again, I just really hope that they capture the love element of the story. Please do not slack on that. There is a sci-fi element to Your Name, but it plays second fiddle to the love story. It's a love story. Makoto Shinkai is excellent at writing romance. He's good at writing fleshed out characters that bond well with each other. So, to the writer, Eric, I've never seen you write a romance. I mean, let's be honest, Arrival didn't really have a romance to it. You know what? Let's look up this guy. I have not. They talk about how he was nominated for freaking Arrival, but what else has he worked on? Let's go into his IMDb. So let's see. So he's written Arrival, Lights Out, The Thing remake, Final Destination 5, A Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Okay. Well, he's written 2 remakes, The Thing was a prequel. They made a prequel called The Thing to The Thing. Strange. But so last year he had a great year. I mean, he wrote Lights Out, which was actually a pretty good film. Very, very solid horror film in my opinion. And then he wrote Arrival, which was a great sci-fi film. But it looks like this guy mostly writes horror. Now that kind of scares me. If this guy mostly writes horror and you're going to ask him to write this romantic, like this romance love story, ooh. He's also made a film called Hours starring Paul Walker. He also directed it. It's a movie about a father's struggle to keep his infant daughter alive in the wake of Hurricane Katrina. Ooh, that sounds bad. That sounds really bad. All right, so this guy has mostly directed horror films, written 1 sci-fi film, Arrival, and he's slated to write Hellsing, something called Bird Box, and Extinction, which I'm guessing is another horror film. I don't know. Okay, but so okay, I'm a little worried about the writer now. He's written 1 sci-fi film, no romance films at all. You talk too much. Yes, I thank you for pointing out the obvious, my friend. I appreciate you there. Another Death Note is to come. I can feel and see it now. Yup. Let's just hope that it's not another Death Note. I can't take another Death Note. By the way, I don't think it will be another Death Note, as the characters in Your Name are not as iconic as the characters in Death Note. I think just the movie, how much of a phenomenon it was, that's what was iconic. Not really the characters, although the characters are great. Did you know that Your Name is getting a live-action anime adaptation? What? Okay, I'm ignoring that question. Would it be cool if SAO Remake turned out to be good? Yeah, it would be cool. Will it? I don't know. Just have to wait and see. I think this will be the this. If they make Your Name, if they follow through on Your Name, and if they take all my advice by casting an Asian and a white person, or hell, cast an Asian and cast Moana in the role. Oh God, I would really love to see Moana in this role. Oh man, that's a great idea. That is a great idea. I see it right now. I could see her pulling it off. So I hope it will be good. Me too, Nesabu. Me too. We can only pray, man. We can only pray. Let's see. Have you ever watched GTO Great Teacher Zuka? No, I've not seen that. How about a live action adaptation of Black Lagoon? That would be cool. Yeah, I think that would be a great idea too. Although, if they were to do that, they have to cast a Chinese person to play Revy, because let's be honest, Revy is Chinese. They even mentioned the fact that she's Chinese. I think she's Chinese American, right? It's been a while since for those of you who remember Black Lagoon, am I right? Is she Chinese American or is she straight up Chinese? I don't really remember. Is Revy Chinese American or was she full on Chinese? Does BCG think he'll see another anime that will send him back to hell like Aiken? Because I noticed someone sent BCG Doom Megapolis. That was you. Didn't you send that to me? She's Chinese American. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. I had to verify. That's all. But yeah, they definitely need to hire you know what they should do? They should hire the girl. They should hire the girl that was in Iron Fist. She's Chinese, but I think she's British. Hold on. Let me just look her up real quick. I forgot what her name was. Iron Fist. Yeah, Jessica Henwick. That's her name. Jessica Henwick. If they ever do, which hopefully they don't, but if they ever do a remake, an adaptation of Black Lagoon, on my list of people to cast for Revy, Jessica Henwick. She's already proven that she's a badass. She's proven she's a great actress. And she already fills up that Asian quota that we want. So she is British. She was born in England. But yeah, she has Chinese heritage in her, and she's gaining popularity here in America. So why not hire her? Am I right? All right, so I'm gonna end this chat it's 7:44 here, so I'll end it in 6 minutes. So if you guys have any questions pertaining to Your Name live action remake or anything else, do let me know now. Although I would really love to hear what you guys think about the topic at hand. One thing about you guys, you like to go on different tangents like myself. So I guess, we're very similar to that degree. Great minds thinking alike. All right. What about live action Cowboy Bebop? Yeah, that's dead in the water. That day will never come. And if it did came, that boat has already sailed. Nobody's going to want to see that. It's like making a Dragon Ball. Well, actually, if you make a Dragon Ball live action movie now, it might work because of how popular Dragon Ball is again, thanks to Super. Tangents. Exactly. Hey, I thought you were watching anime or Rank Cafe. Jay, what are you doing here? Let's see. Where is Ninjago review? I decided not to do it. You want to know what I think about Lego Ninjago? It's a terrible movie. It's completely pandering to its audience. It's not funny. The characters are annoying and poorly developed. The team sucks. Gargafuck, whatever his name is, annoyed the shit. He probably was the most annoying character out of everybody, flip-flopping with his damn emotions. There are only a couple things I liked about the film. The animation's great. Jackie Chan is great. Dave Franco is fine, but I wouldn't say he was great, but he was fine. That's the backstory about how Gargamon met Green Ninja's mother was awesome. That should have been the movie, in my opinion. Tony, you're an awesome YouTuber. If you're open to donations, I totally want to support you. I definitely am open up to donations. In fact, one thing I'm going to be working on soon, guys, is I'm actually revamping my Patreon, and I'm going to open up a PayPal just in case if people don't want to do the monthly payment. They could just do a one-off payment through PayPal. Because I'll be completely honest with you guys. At this very moment, financially, I'm suffering. I might not show it, but I'm suffering. The move to Guam was hard. Haven't really found a job yet, and running low on funds. So any support you guys can throw my way. I know I really did not want to come out and beg my subscribers to send me money. I already feel bad doing that, but you know, I also believe in being honest with you guys. And honestly, that's the situation I'm at. And if you guys can donate to me, you know, if you want to put your money where your mouth is, Real Squid 2, I would definitely love your donation. It'd be, you know, much appreciated. And would help to keep this channel afloat and keep me afloat and keep me from going insane. BCG comes for this is why I love you, Jay. You know, this is why I love you. Why do they keep on making Lego movies? Because they're still popular. I just wish that they kept on making good Lego movies, you know. Oh yeah, I was talking about Lego Ninjago. Oh yeah, but the story, like that backstory, delving into how Gargamon met the mother, every minute of that was good. I like that. And the climax is just stupid. Oh my god. And it's the only Lego movie so far that I've seen that has not really incorporated the Lego brand fully. Like, one thing I loved about both the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie is they were self-aware that they're a bunch of Legos, and they even incorporate the fact that they're Legos into the story. Like, the master builder idea is a great element. Batman, like the climax of the Lego Batman movie is that all the citizens cling together and then use their pieces to attach to bring it all, like bring the island of Gotham back together. That was clever. And I thought that they were going to incorporate that in Lego Ninjago, but they didn't. So anyway, so time to wrap this up. Thank you all for watching. There was supposed to be an anime review coming out today, but I'm going to push that to come out tomorrow so that people can just watch this video first. So I have an anime review that will be coming out tomorrow. I'm going to be spending the day with my mom today. It's her birthday, actually. So I just wanted to get this video out the way before she woke up. I have a special video. Oh my god. Who remembers that I posted on my Twitter and Facebook about the fact that I just edited my masterpiece? Well, the masterpiece has been completed, and the person who helped me with that masterpiece has seen it, and she loved it to death. She could not stop She could not stop laughing. She was crying so hard. So I'm excited for you guys to see it. Although I will tell you, it gets pretty weird, man. It gets pretty weird. But I'm excited for you guys to see it. Thank you all for watching. If you would like to support my channel, like Real Squid 2, you can go to my Patreon account. There's a link in the description. Or you could just, you know, watch my videos. Send me some love. You know, everything counts. Yeah, let's hope that Your Name, the live action remake, turns out good. I'm trusting you, JJ. I'm trusting you, Eric. Don't let me down. And do not put all the focus on the sci-fi. It's not a sci-fi. It's a romance with sci-fi elements. Remember that it's key. That's key. It's a romance with sci-fi elements. All right. Done going on my tangents. Thank you all for watching. And as always, if you'd like to see more videos on this channel, be part of the Black Critic Crew, please hit that subscribe button below. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm Tony Watt II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.